Thus far, you've written a program that did something pretty boring, always the same thing every time. The only way programs are going to get very interesting is if they can vary what they do based on some kind of input, like from the user. So let's work on that. Let's go back. First of all, let's modify the hello program that you wrote before. And I want to modify this. Let me add an extra line that I'll explain. We're introducing here the built-in function input. It takes one parameter, which is a string like this, and this provides a prompt for the user. It goes to the screen while it waits for a response from the keyboard, and when a line is entered, that line is returned. In this case, we're assigning it to the variable person. So this data that we get back from the user we can use. Let's modify this and just say hello first, and then let's put in person. So I want to save this as something new. Particularly in the Mac, look at the instructions and see how to do that for the Mac. And so I'm going to now call this hello you. Save it. All right, let's run it. Run module. So now you see that this is the string that was inside the input function. It's the prompt. So I will enter my name. And you'll see that then what it prints back is using the data that I gave it. So we get it to respond to the user in a very simple way here. The input function is certainly important here, and the prompt is essential here because the computer can be churning away at something and you don't know that it's waiting for you. The prompt is essential for it to be a reminder to the user, hey, I'm waiting for you. Now let's try something that uses the input function more. Let me go and open. It's going to be interview.py. Right, let's look at this. It starts with a comment that's documenting the short little program, and it reads input 3 times and supplies the input to 3 different variables, and then we print something more elaborate using all the data from the user. Let's try this. Okay, let's say the applicant is Andy, the interview is George, and the appointment time is 1 p.m. And we get back words put together with the pieces from the user in the appropriate places. Notice that it's not a full sentence. And this is going to indicate an issue now with our print statement. Let's go back and look. What if I were to change this and put punctuation at the end, like, say, an exclamation point? Okay, whoops, didn't match the parentheses. Well, let's try this. First save it, and then run it. And we can try the same thing again. Or Andy will have Tom this time. And 3 p.m. Okay. We've got all these things strung together and the exclamation points at the end, but note, in normal way of writing English, you don't leave a space before the final punctuation. Let's go back here. Notice this is a separate field here, and the print statement just naturally leaves a space here. You might think about how we could fix this. There are several approaches, which we'll cover starting in the next video.